Love is one of the most misunderstood emotions in human existence. Many believe they fall in love because of beauty, intelligence, charm, or destiny. But is love truly random? Or is there a deeper reason why one person is drawn to another? In Zen and Buddhist teachings, love is not just an emotional attachment, but a mirror. The way someone feels about you is not about you, it is about them. In reality, people fall in love for two reasons. Either they see in you what they lack, or they see in you what they are. A person who feels empty searches for fulfillment in another. Someone who feels incomplete seeks wholeness in another. One who does not love themselves looks for love in another. On the other hand, those who recognize themselves in someone else are drawn together, like water seeking the ocean. A wise master once said, "Love is not found in another. Love is found in oneself. The other is only a reflection." Let's explore this deeper through a story that will reveal the two true reasons why people fall in love and what this means for you. 1. Seeking what they lack. There once was a silent wanderer, known not by name but by presence. He walked through life untouched by the illusions that clouded most hearts. He neither chased love nor avoided it. He simply existed. One day, as he rested beneath a great tree, a troubled seeker approached him. The seeker's eyes were heavy with sorrow, and his heart bore the weight of many heartbreaks. "Master," the seeker asked, "why do people fall in love with some and not others? And why do I always lose the ones I love?" The silent wanderer closed his eyes for a moment, then spoke. "Love is not about the one you love. It is about the one who loves." The seeker was puzzled. "I don't understand. If love is not about the beloved, then what is it about?" The wanderer picked up a bowl of water and held it before the seeker. "Look into the water. What do you see?" "My own reflection," the seeker answered. "And what if the water was muddy?" the wanderer asked. "I would see nothing," the seeker replied. The wanderer nodded. "That is love. When someone loves you, they do not see you. They see themselves in you. When the water is clear, they recognize themselves. When the water is muddy, they project their desires onto you. Love is not given. It is reflected." The seeker thought deeply. "Then why do people fall in love?" The wanderer smiled. "For two reasons. Either they seek what they lack, or they recognize what they already are. To understand love, you must understand which of these reasons brought someone to you." The seeker left the wanderer and traveled to a distant town, where he met a woman who had endured many painful relationships. She was beautiful, admired, and intelligent. Many had loved her, yet she always felt alone. One evening, as they sat by a river, she sighed. "Why do people love me, but I feel empty inside?" The seeker recalled the wanderer's words. "Perhaps they love you not for who you are, but for what they lack." She turned to him, confused. "What do you mean?" He pointed to the river. "This river flows because the land is empty. Water fills the void. People who feel empty inside search for someone to complete them. But completion is an illusion." She lowered her gaze. "Are you saying that the love I have received was never real?" The seeker smiled gently. "It was real to them, but it was never about you. They loved you because they saw in you something they lacked: beauty, confidence, or peace. But the moment they no longer feel that emptiness, their love fades." The woman closed her eyes. "Then love is only temporary?" The seeker shook his head. "No, love based on lack is temporary. It is like borrowing warmth from the sun. When night falls, the warmth is gone." She thought for a long time, then asked, "Then what is the second reason people fall in love?" 2. Recognizing what they are. The seeker continued his journey and traveled to a quiet village, where he met an old man who had been married for 50 years. Though his wife had passed away, he still spoke of her with warmth and devotion, as if she were still beside him. Curious, the seeker asked, "Why did you love her for so long?" The old man smiled gently. "Because she was me, and I was her." The seeker was intrigued. "How is that possible?" The old man pointed to a tree nearby. "Do you see this tree? It does not seek the sun, it grows toward it naturally. My love for her was the same. I did not need her to fill an emptiness in me. Instead, I saw myself in her, and she saw herself in me." The seeker pondered his words. "So love that lasts is love that recognizes itself." The old man nodded. "Yes. When someone loves you because they see in you what they lack, their love is fleeting. But when they love you because they recognize themselves in you, that love is eternal." The seeker now understood. Unlike love based on lack, which fades once the void is filled, love based on recognition is different. It is not about needing another person. It is about seeing oneself in them. He thought back to his own life, recalling those who had come and gone, their love fading like the warmth of the sun at nightfall. He realized that many had loved him not for who he was, but for what he provided to them. But the love that lasts, the love that endures even in silence, is the love where two people reflect each other, sharing the same values, vision, and depth of understanding. With this revelation, the seeker knew he had found the answer he had been searching for. 3. The truth about love and what you must do. The seeker finally returned to the silent wanderer and shared what he had learned. "Master, I have seen both kinds of love. What should one do with this knowledge?" The wanderer smiled. "Do not chase love. Let it reveal itself. If someone loves you because they lack something, they will leave when they no longer lack it. But if someone loves you because they see themselves in you, that love will remain, even in silence." The seeker bowed in understanding. So the secret is not to seek love, but to be whole within oneself. The wanderer nodded. "Be as the moon. It does not beg for attention, yet its light touches all who look upon it." And so, the seeker understood that love is not something to be earned or pursued. It is a mirror reflecting either emptiness or recognition. Those who understand this will never suffer for love, for they will know its true nature. With this understanding, he walked away, not searching, not waiting, but simply being. Understanding the two reasons people fall in love. The story of the seeker, the silent wanderer, the sorrowful woman, and the old man is not just a tale. It is a mirror through which we must examine our own relationships. The deeper truth about love is not found in romantic gestures or poetic words, but in understanding why someone is drawn to us in the first place. If we are loved because we fill an emptiness in another, we must recognize that such love is like the shadow cast by the sun. It shifts with time. If we are loved because we are a reflection of someone's true self, then such love is unshaken, like the moon that remains even when the sun disappears. The first kind of love, the love of lack. When people fall in love because they seek what they lack, they are not truly loving you. They are loving what you represent. This is why many relationships begin with intensity but fade over time. The initial attraction was based on the other person's need, not on genuine connection. A person who lacks confidence may fall in love with someone strong and self-assured. A person who feels lost may fall in love with someone with direction. A person who is lonely may fall in love with someone who gives them attention. But what happens when they no longer feel insecure, lost, or lonely? The love they felt fades, because it was never about the other person. It was about filling a temporary void. Ask yourself, do the people who love me for who I am, or because I provide something they lack? If it is the latter, do not be angry when they leave. They were never meant to stay. They were only seeking completion, not connection. The second kind of love, the love of recognition. The love that lasts, the love that does not waver, is the love born from recognition. It is when one sees themselves in another, not because they need them, but because they are them. Two people who share the same values and vision of life are drawn to each other effortlessly. A person who understands themselves fully will recognize another who carries the same depth. Love based on recognition does not need validation. It exists because it is. Ask yourself, who in my life sees me as I am, rather than as a solution to their problems? These are the people whose love is real. Their love does not depend on circumstances, but on shared truth. What you should do: stop seeking love. Become whole within yourself. If you are empty, do not seek love to fill the void. Fill yourself first. Meditate, understand your desires, and embrace solitude. The strongest love is not found. It is attracted to those who do not need it. Observe why someone loves you. When someone loves you, ask, do they love me because they see something in me that they lack? Or do they love me because they recognize themselves in me? If they love you because they lack something, do not become attached. They will leave when they are whole. If they love you because they recognize you, cherish that love, for it is rare. Let love flow naturally. A river does not beg the ocean to accept its water. It simply flows. The moment you stop chasing love, the moment you stop needing to be loved, is the moment real love finds you. The silent power of being. The moon does not call out to the tide, yet the ocean moves toward it. The tree does not chase the sun, yet it reaches for its light. Love, in its truest form, does not come through pursuit. It arrives through presence. Become a person who does not seek love, and love will naturally seek you. And when it does, you will know whether it is real or fleeting. And in that knowing, you will never suffer for love again. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Just click the subscribe button below and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you'd like to see next. See you in the next video.